Hey y'all, it's me, Udo ADHD, in my very messy office. So I wanted to make a quick video before a work meeting. I don't know how to set this up. Goodness gracious. Okay, y'all. A lot of things have been going on in life. We got married, we got a house, I got new friends. Just trying to do this life thing. And with ADHD, it's hard. It's hard to kind of do multiple things at the same time. So I haven't been posting. I want to start posting again because this is what I posted for. I've been posting these YouTube videos because I feared I would never achieve a meaningful level of success in my life. You know, I wanted to be like a multimillionaire, but I was scared. Am I even gonna get to, am I even gonna break like the basic threshold? And that fear was because it seemed like nothing I did worked. You know, I will read the personal development book. I will follow your advice. I will do everything that you say. And not only does it not work, sometimes it completely backfires. Meanwhile, other people who don't care at all or didn't put in the work, they're getting what I deserve. Very confusing, very infuriating, right? This was my whole life. I decided to make YouTube videos to figure out why and to share that, because I know there has to be other people like me out there. I can't be the only one. So I will share that and just hope whoever needs to stumble on it does. Of the 10 people watching, will the right person who needs to see it find it? And if they do, then it's worth it. It's worth making the video. So now I'm at a point in life where I haven't achieved the goals that I had when I was younger, but I did a lot. So life has been very busy. I haven't been thinking about YouTube, but I'm like, I need to post again because that was the whole point. The whole point was to prove that I can do it, was to show the younger version of myself, or anyone who is like the younger version of myself, that she can do it, and that we figured out a way that works for us, right? And at first I thought I thought things weren't going my way because I have ADHD, I have depression. You know, I was raised to believe it's because I'm a melanated Afro woman. I'm an immigrant, which those things affect your daily life, obviously. But I'm like, that's not it. I was like, no, that's not it. That's not it. Like, don't get me wrong. It plays a role, but it was just very easy for me to just accept, like, okay, I know the world I live in that regard. Well, I need something more advanced than this. So I was constantly trying to cure myself. Well, the depression needed to be cured. We did find a cure, in case you're new here. We did. It's in some old videos. It's a substance that starts with a K, under medical supervision. It was very effective for me. The ADHD, no cure still, okay? Obviously. But yeah, I was just trying to figure out what it is. Trying to figure out, who am I? How do I fit in this world? So last year, I was like, let me do this new approach. Let me try to be myself. Let me try to be myself, like at all times, in every situation. Let me be myself. I tried it, didn't work. Backfired, actually. Not that I did anything bad or wrong. It's just some people are big haters. But what was weird was in my journey to try to be myself in every situation, I didn't actually feel like myself. You know, in one situation, I feel like this. In another situation, I feel like that. And actually what I was doing was I was forcing something that I knew didn't quite feel right. So this year I tried a new approach, and my new approach essentially is keep your mouth shut. Keep your mouth shut until you truly feel called. You truly feel called to open up. And just kind of go with the flow in that regard. Keep your mouth shut and go with the flow, kind of. And that has actually been incredibly effective for me. Incredibly effective. A friend told me to look into human design. I had looked into human design before. I didn't understand it. I didn't understand it. Now that I'm focused on energies, I do. So this new technique of shut up, this new technique of shutting up, what that did for me was it made me pay attention to the energies at play in a room. If I lost you, I'm sorry I lost you. I don't know what else to call it. It forced me to pay attention to the energies in the room, and I started noticing it. As I became friends with these people, right? Like when I'm first meeting them, I can't be like, hi, you have a kind of clouded toxic energy. Tell me more about that. You can't do that when you first meet somebody. But as I get closer to these people and we develop a relationship, I try to fact check myself. I will ask them very specific questions, you know. I would ask them, I would say things like, you know, I noticed that you do ABC often. Is that somehow related to XYZ? Or, you know, I'll just ask them a very kind of pointed question, and every single time I get it. Every single time I'm right. Or if sometimes I just have a kind of vague idea, and my vague idea was correct, and they give me more specifics to it. And I'm like, this is incredible. What I've been trying to do as a neurodivergent person was to gather all the rules, right? I would read books on books on books, sales books, personal development books, business leadership books, books on books on books, to try to understand myself and people, how to interact with them, yada, yada, yada. And I would try to remember all these rules, which, by the way, still good. I still want to remember the rules, okay? I still need to remember the 10 steps to how to win friends and influence people. In fact, I might need to reread that now. Like, literally, I want to reread all the books now that I have this new perspective. But anyway, you still want those. But what I started to realize is this idea of just shutting up, feeling the energies, that is so much more accurate and so much faster and less stressful on my mind than trying to, like, figure out the social cues here. So I started really leaning into that, really leaning into this energy thing. And because of that, my friend told me to look into human design. I did my human design again. Unfortunately, I do not have my time of birth. Please, like, you can give me all the suggestions you like. There's no way to get it, okay? I was born in the country in a year that they did not put a time on your birth certificate. Well, did you know that you actually have the abbreviated birth certificate? Yes, I know. I got the full real one. It's not on there. The nurses would write it in their notes, and then they would throw it away, okay? They didn't give it to my mom. So we don't know. And obviously my mom was kind of busy during my time of birth, so she doesn't remember. So I don't have that. I wish I did. I so would be like an astro hoe, but whatever. I know enough to get that I am a projector. I'm a projector. So that explains so much. It explains why whenever I was trying to be myself, I could never really find what that was. You know, like there is an element of me, but there's still I don't know. What do you mean be myself? It explains why I'm feeling people's energy. It explains why I'm seeing things that I'm just like, how did you not know that about yourself? Or even, how did you not know that about him? How did you not see that? it explains so much. And one of the rules, or one of the recommendations for Projector, is you need to always wait for the invitation. Now, when I first did human design, when I read that, I was very offended because it felt like, so I'm going to be a loser. I have to wait to be invited before I launch my big business or do my whatever endeavor. I have to wait to be invited. How am I going to get clients if I have to wait to be invited to sell to them or to market to them? I was very offended by it, but now I get it. I get it in a way that the younger version of me could not understand, because I always had felt energies, but I would always dismiss it, rationalize it away. I would allow people to gaslight me. I didn't understand that the feelings that I feel, the energies that I feel off other people, I didn't understand that they're real and they're meaningful and they are important. And they can be interpreted. They can be communicated in a way to other people that they'll understand. Even if somebody doesn't believe in energies, you can still explain it in a way that makes sense to them. I didn't understand that back then. Now I do, and I'm obsessed with it, and this makes sense. So your girlfriend is with a Dusty. Unless she asks you for help, you don't need to tell her. You don't need to be Captain Save-A-Ho. And you need to preserve your energy. And that's what I started to see. That's the other reason why this shut up method has been really effective for me, because it had been preserving my energy. So we see other people's energies. We feel it. It affects my energy. So the energy, the collective energy of people I'm around affects me. That's why in one friend group, I'm silent. And in another friend group, I'm literally the most popular girl in there. One friend will say, oh, Udo's definitely an introvert. And another friend would say, Udo's one of the most extroverted people I've ever met. And I used to think, is that weird? It's not weird. I'm just a projector. It's not weird. So, so that invite, it's not just somebody being like, hey, can you tell me about your services? The invite is also an energetic invite. So sometimes I feel the energetic invite. And that's what I want to feel more of. That's what I want to feel. That's what I'm playing around with more, you know, feeling the energetic invites, or even how do you get into somebody's energy? How do different types of people feel comfortable to give you the energetic invite? Or there's some people I don't want that invite. I'm kind of playing around with that as well. Also for like, literally for everything, I feel the invite. Or I kind of take it slow if I don't feel the invite. So there's this endeavor I want to embark on. Could be a possible business idea. It's related to my work. I work in IT. I want more Black women to work in IT, because it's rooted in this thing that I've noticed. That's another projector thing. We really notice gaps in the market. We really pay attention to those. And I noticed that it's kind of trendy to be luxurious right now. The soft life and things like that is really trendy. And it is dominated by Caucasian women. It's dominated by that. If you're on Pinterest and you're looking for stuff for your vision board, it's going to be a Caucasian woman. The YouTubers and the TikTok influencers who kind of have that image, most likely Caucasian women, right? Good on you. Good for them. Good for you. We all love it. But it's powerful to see someone who reminds you of yourself or looks like you, doing that same thing in that same space, right? There's this model, I think her name is Precious Lee. And y'all, there's so many beautiful melanated models. Beautiful. But Precious Lee specifically looks like my family. She specifically has features. I have to explain this because people don't understand, like, unfortunately, like, in the Western world, people are very hyper-focused on racial aspect and not, like, ethnicity or cultural aspects or things like that. So when I say Precious Lee, I see myself in her. It's not because she's Black. I mean, that's a part of it, but she literally has certain features that I've never seen in the supermodel lens. And it gave me this huge boost of confidence, and I just felt so warm and cozy and comfy inside. And I'm like, man, you know how many types of people are missing out on this feeling? And you could say, I don't need that feeling. That doesn't matter for me. Good for you. But like, we can't deny that this plays a role in us subconsciously. And that's how I feel about Black women in luxury, right? If you type a woman living in luxury, I want to see some melanin in there. But the thing is, it's not enough to, and I had this idea like a while ago, right? And I was trying to make an Instagram for it, and I'm just like, whatever, I don't know about this. But here's the twist now. It's one thing to see these images. Okay, that's cute. That's nice. It's cute. But you actually want to live it. You actually want to live it. And it's like, how do you live it? How do you get to live it? And I think a lot of Black women are trying to get into IT because it pays well, you can work remote, and you can start to live that luxurious lifestyle. Or you can start planning for it in a way that it actually feels realistic. It feels attainable. And so not only am I seeing a need for this education, but I am constantly being asked about it. Every week I get new DMs from complete strangers asking me to help them. And it's getting to the point, and they're usually Black women. You almost always, every now and then it'll be a Black boy. Every now and then it'll be like someone of a different persuasion, like maybe 5% of the time. But most of the time, it's other Black women. And I can't help but think, does it have something to do with the, right? Probably I'm a Black woman saying, I do this. You can do it too. And they're interested. And I've never had anything like this before, right? Like, I've never had something where people, like multiple people, want me to do more of it. I've never had this. I've never had such an invite. And I'm like, I need to start a business. I need to start a business. I need to do something. So that's kind of my next project. It's kind of what I'm playing around with. ADHD is to the bane of my existence. You know, like, what I'm scared of is burning out. And I know as a projector, we burn out easily. I'm scared of burning out. Mess like this makes me burn out. And let me tell you, I've hired organizers. They've let me down. They're like, bruh. I'm just like, why am I paying you this money? What I wish I could do is just snap my finger and you organize it. Like you get bookshelves and you put everything and you label it and you just do it. But it's like, why don't y'all aren't doing it? So now I have a friend helping me because I'm just like, I'm not hiring a professional. I've hired professionals. They let me down. I might as well just have my friend help me. But it's going very slow, as you can see. It's going very, very slow. So this is kind of where I'm at in my journey, where I'm finally feeling like, okay, I feel like I know what I need to do. I feel like things are going for me. Things are going. But is my ADHD in the way, or do I just need to figure out how to work with it? I'm still kind of exploring that. But yeah, anyway, I don't know what else to say, because I didn't write down any script or anything. I don't want to repeat something I said, and I don't want this to go on for too long. But yeah, that's kind of what's been up. And then I'm like, how can I apply this to my YouTube channel? Which I don't really know. I don't really know how to apply it to my YouTube channel. I mean, the thing that people wanted to see from me the most is this kind of spiritual stuff, right? Not that it was a large sample size. I don't get many views. I post for fun. I post for that 1 or 2 people who really needed me to stumble upon me and hopefully find me. But the spiritual stuff, I used to post the spiritual stuff, and then I was just so not with it. And it's kind of like, am I back again with it? Is this considered spiritual? This energy thing? I don't know. I don't know. In the meantime, I'm just going to post whatever I want. But anyway, I wanted to say hi. I'm alive. I'm very, very well. I recorded footage from everything, from the wedding, from trips, from stuff. And I just really would love to have my videos edited. This is the perfectionist in me. I know. But my track record is, if I say I want it edited, I'm never going to post it. I don't know. But yeah, things are really well. I'm a projector. I think I'm a 1/3 projector. Again, I don't have my time of birth, so I could be wrong. I don't know anything about, like, I know there's people, like, you pay them money and they'll coach you or whatever. I don't think I'm going to go that deep into it, especially if I don't have my time of birth. I don't know, but if you have any ideas, please let me know. But yeah, this human design is very interesting. And I've been much more social lately. It's hard for me to, like, go to, like, an event by myself and make friends. I'm not on that kind of energy, but I am the kind of person who, you introduce me to your friend and I'll get on with them. You know what I mean? So I've been doing a lot of that, like friend of a friend thing. And I really have been testing this energy thing, playing around with it, feeling it. So the other reason why I love it so much is because it makes life feel very juicy. When I was younger, okay, hopefully I'm not gonna ramble, y'all. But when I was younger, I felt so unsatisfied. You know, I did things to the extreme because I felt like I need more. And you can tell I'm hanging out with a lot of astrology people. I'm a Scorpio, right? And one of the things about Scorpio that I do know is that we have intense feelings and we like to feel things very deeply. And that's very true for me. I almost want you to punch me with the emotion. I like it deep. I just like that. And Most people are not like that, okay? It's rare to find somebody else who's like that. Or, you know, in my case, you know, my husband, he's not like that except with me, right? Like, most people, if they're not like that at all, they can only be like that with like 1 or 2 people. But I love that feeling. And feeling energies has provided that for me. So I can spend time. Let me say, I can spend time with somebody who you're not giving. You are so not giving. But if I just chill and just feel your energy, it's like, oh, I feel you. Even, it doesn't matter what kind of energy you are, unless you're like, there's some people that they feel kind of yucky, but yeah, like, it's just like, I'm getting your essence. You don't even have to do anything. I'm getting your essence. I love it. I love watching different energies interact. I love watching how this person's energy affects that person's energy. I love it. It makes life a juicy soap opera every day. I love it. So I'm really into it. I have no idea how I can make content around this stuff, because of the 10 people watching this, half of you, the 5 of you who don't know what I'm saying, you're just gonna forever be like, what is this trick talking about? But anyway, that's all I gotta say. I think I have to go to a work meeting. Thanks for hanging out with me and chilling, and I'm here, and I will post more. Let me know what you want me to post, okay? Leave a comment, because I read them. Let me know. I'm serious. Until next time. Much love, peace out.